All right. Hi again, everybody. This is Salmon and Cod Playtime, and we are here to learn about algebra today. And I hope that you are excited. Don't forget, before the video starts, to like and subscribe. We could really use those likes. All right. So today we, oh my goodness, are going to talk about one of my favorite things. You know I like food. There's something I like just a little bit more than food. My coffee. I love coffee. I love coffee in a mug. I love coffee in a can. Any way I can get coffee. I love coffee. Why? Why do I love coffee? Because I have two kiddos, and they are very highly energetic. They have a lot of energy. But there's two of them, and there's only one of me. And I'm trying to do everything, and sometimes I get really, really tired. Like, I'm just like, oh, I have no more energy. I've been chasing kids all day. I feel like death. Well, when I get to feel like that, and I feel like I'm just, like I've got no energy left, like I could just crawl into bed, but I can't because it's the middle of the day, and I'm the only mom here, and I've got to stay awake. What I do is I drink a can of coffee. And when I do that, it is like having a whole new me. All my energy comes back, and I am energized and great and powerful, and I can do things again. My brain works, my body works, and I can do the mom things. I can be a mom again. It's like having a second me. It's like taking me and multiplying me into a whole new person. Like, oh, it's like having another mom. It's like I am back. Full energy. Let's go. Okay? So, math is kind of like a can of coffee. Okay? And we are going to talk about that today. So, when we are at the dinner table, there is a certain way that we set our dinner table at our house. And most Americans set their dinner tables this way. Not all, but a lot. It's where you would put your plate down, like right here, like if this was your place setting, your plate would go here. What goes up here above your plate? Does anybody know? Well, that's where we put our drink. If this was my table and this was my dinner plate, my drink would always go up here in the right-hand corner. I'm right-handed. That's where I reach for my cup if I get thirsty. And that's where I put my cup. Now, because this is my house, it doesn't have to be this way at your house. And if you're little, don't drink coffee. Don't drink coffee if you're little. It's only for adults. But I'm an adult, so I can drink it. So here is my plate on my table in my place setting, and my can of coffee or cup of coffee. Oh my gosh, this is a horrible cup. Oh my gosh, my drawing just gets worse and worse every single day. Okay, well, this is my cup of coffee, and this is my plate. And that's where my coffee goes, and this is where my plate goes. When I need to power up and become another me, this is where my coffee's at. That's what I reach for. Why am I telling you this? What does this mean? You all know where the cup goes at a place setting, so why am I telling you this? Because in math, we have something with a very fancy name, and it's called an exponent. And that fancy name really just means absolutely nothing to me, but I'm sure to some mathematician someplace that name meant something. But in math, you can have a number. Like, we're going to say the number 2. Well, let's do the number 3. Number 3 is a little easier, maybe. We're going to put the number 3 right here. Now, if we wanted to multiply the number 3 by itself, to give it double power, to power it by itself, we would come up here, and we would, as I erase all that off, we'd put a little 2. Little 2 right there where the cup of coffee would go. This 3 is like my plate, and this little 2 up here says that we want to take this coffee and multiply it by itself to make it stronger, better, long-lasting. It's going to be awesome. So what that is that's going to be 3 times, remember the little dot can mean times, 3 times 3. This does not mean 3 times 2. Remember in the last video we did multiplication? And multiplication looks like this. 2 times 3. Or 2 groups of 3. 2 groups of 3 would give us 6. Okay? 2 groups of 3 would give you 6. But that is not what we are doing here. When you see a little number up here in the right-hand corner, that's a can of, show it off, that's a can of coffee. That's a can of coffee that is sitting right here above that number. And that little tiny can of coffee, or cup of coffee, or whatever you want it to be, let's make it into a little to-go cup here. See if I can draw a to-go cup. Oh, that's awful. Let's give it a straw. That made it worse. This little to-go cup above the number means that we're going to take this number and multiply it by itself this many times. Whatever number is in the coffee cup, that's how many times we are multiplying this number by itself. Okay? So because this is a 2, we're going to multiply the number 3 by itself 2 times. 1, 2. Well, 3 groups of 3 equals 9. Okay? Because if I had 3 things, 1, 2, 3, 3 times, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, all those dots are going to equal 9 dots. Okay? So 3 groups of 3 is 9. Now, what if I really need this? I need this right here. I love these. By the way, these are like the best dry erase markers because they've got the eraser on the end. It really helps out. Okay, let's erase this number 2. What if it was not a little number 2 in this coffee cup? Okay? What if oh, that's already up. What if in my coffee cup I had a 3? A number 3. What if I wanted the number 3 multiplied by itself 3 times? That, why is my screen being all funky? There we go. That's going to be 3 groups of 3 times 3. Well, what does that mean? We've got 3 multiplied by itself 3 times. So that's going to give us 3, 3, 3. Okay? Well, we're going to take these first 2 and do them first. What did we say 3 times 3 was? 9. That's right. Remember this group right here? It was 9. So 3 times 3 was 9. So we're going to put a 9 right there. Once we do that, if you have an eraser, you can just mark it out to show that you've done that part. Or, because I'm using a dry erase board, I'm going to erase it just to show it, to make it easier for you to see. Now we have 9. I'm going to move that 9 up, actually. Now we have 9 groups of 3. Because we still had that 3. We've still got to deal with that last 3. So now it's going to be 9 groups of 3. What is 9 groups of 3? Does anybody know? It's a kind of bigger number. 9 groups of 3 equals 27. Okay? So 3 times itself 3 times is 27. That's our answer. So we can do 3 groups of 3 equals 27. Okay? It's going to look just like that. It's a little sloppy. You can kind of see it. Okay? All right. Let's do another one. Let's see if you're getting this. Let's do another one real quick. Let's take this off. Why aren't I using my eraser? Here, I told you I liked it and I'm not using it. That's not cool. Let's take the 3 off. Instead of the 3, let's do a 4. And let's do 4 2 times. Okay? 4, we want to multiply 4 by itself 2 times. So that's going to be 4, 4. You're going to write 4 2 times because it says 2 up here. You're going to write the 4 2 times. Then you're going to put a little multiplication sign between them. Okay? So 4 groups of 4 equals, does anybody know? 4 groups of 4 equals 16. So there it is. All right. Pretty easy. That's pretty easy. Let's go again. Let's do, we done 5 yet? I don't think we've done 5 yet. Sorry, I'm a little tired. It's late at night. Here's 5. Let's put a 3 up here. Let's do 5 multiplied by itself 3 times. So first thing we do is we write 5 3 times. Because we need the number 5 3 times. 1, 2, 3. There's our 5s. Now we put our little multiplication signs between them. Okay? Just like that. So the first thing we're going to do is 5 times 5. Can we do that? 5 times 5 is the number 25. That's 5 groups of 5. 5 groups of 5 equals 25. So we're going to take these off now because we've done these. These have been done. Okay? That's been done, so we can take those off. So I'm going to take all this off now to make it pretty, to make it nice, to make it where you can see it. I'm going to take this 25, and I'm just going to move it up here. So now I have 25 times 5, because we've still got that extra 5. So now we got to find out what this equals. Well, if you know how to count quarters, then you know that 25, if you had 25 cents, right, 25 times 5 would be 125. Just like that. Is that pretty cool? That's pretty cool, huh? Alrighty. So 5 multiplied by itself 3 times gave us the number 125. And that's a pretty big number. But this was easy, and you can do it because it's super, super, super simple. See? Math is easy. All you got to remember is that this little coffee cup makes you multiply yourself by yourself. It gives you double you. It gives you more of you. Not double you, but just more of you, if you will. So whatever is in this little coffee cup up here is how many times you're going to multiply the number right below it. Okay? By itself. By itself. That's the key. You're going to multiply this number by itself this many times. Okay? Well, that's it for today. We're going to talk more about exponents tomorrow, and I've got something extremely cool to show you tomorrow. All this comes together tomorrow. Everything that we've been talking about, tomorrow is the day. It all comes together. So, we will see you then, and I hope you have a wonderful day, okay? Again, this was Salmon and Cod Playtime. Thanks for playing with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye-bye.